Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off giving all glory, all honor, and all praise to the Most High YAHAWAH, the one and only true God over the whole earth and the one and only true God over the nation of YAHAWAH, better known to the world as Israel. Today, as you can see from the title is called YAHAWAH, the architect of the flat earth, right? This is a topic that I wanted to tackle. I've been wanting to get on this topic for years now, but I just wanted to make sure I had all of the pieces and everything together so I could come out and speak on this topic. This is a very important topic because this is one of the biggest lies and one of the biggest deceptions besides the idol in the New Testament and all these other religions that our oppressors hold over us. Not even just over us, but over the whole world and all of the other nations as well. As you can see on the screen, when the child first goes into the classroom from kindergarten, one of the first things that captures a child when they first go into the classroom is the image of the globe. As you can see from these two children right here, they're looking at the globe and they're amazed at how all of the countries and how the countries are spread out and how the earth can actually look like this. So I want to show you people something, right? So this model right here is impossible. There's no way that the earth can look like this because first of all, it's against scripture, and second of all, it's just against nature, period. Whenever you look in the skies is always up. You understand? It's never been under our feet. It's never been straight ahead. You always have to look up to see the sky. Even with the wordplay, with things like what you fly on, the aircraft that you fly on, they call it an airplane, right? Even with the wordplay, with the word airplane, these people are letting you know that we live on a flat surface. And I don't mean flat like a pancake. I mean flat as the base. Because even when you go to school, they teach you in class about plains, plateaus, and mountains. So when you deal with plains, plateaus, and mountains, in order to start off even drawing anything, you have to have a canvas. And the canvas has to be flat. So this is how the earth is. And YAHAWAH is the architect of this canvas. So let me bring up something real quick. This is a post that I had on Instagram. Alright. And if you can see this post right here on Instagram, right? This is a view somebody took with their camera from Chicago to Indiana. Or Indiana to Chicago, I should say. As you can see, there is no curvature at all. According to science and theory, for every mile, for every 8 miles, it should be 1 feet of curvature. So this is way beyond 8 miles, and there's no curvature whatsoever. So even when you go to the next picture right here, or the next slide I have right here, this is the meaning for the word horizontal, right? Now, when you look at the skies, and if you go to the beach, and you look over the water, and you see the sun fading away and going out of your perspective, they call that the horizon, right? The reason why you can't see the sun is because it's going past your point of perspective. So, the word horizontal, it means parallel to the plane, right, of the horizon, at right angles to the vertical, a horizontal line involving social groups. Okay, something else. It says a horizontal line, plane, etc., right? So they're letting you know that even when you look over the horizon, that's a plane. That means a flat line. All right. Now let's play with some more words. Sea level, right? The reason why they call it sea level is because it's leveled out. If something is leveled out, that means it's flat. You can't have something leveled that's in the shape of a ball. All right. Now, even when they tell you sea level, it's because water, even by law of science, it always levels itself out. It doesn't wrap up into a ball. You can't put the water into a globe. It levels out. All right. This is It says in the conventional aircraft configuration, it says separate vertical and horizontal stabilizers forming an empennage positions at the tail of the aircraft. Other arrangements of this empennage, such as the VTOL configuration, feature stabilizers. So it says the vertical and horizontal stabilizer units on an Airbus A380 lift airliner. It's locking, y'all. I have an image right here of somebody looking at the horizon, and as you can see, the word air is where they get the word air, and the plane is where they get the surface from. So when you fly on an aircraft, you're flying on an airplane because you're in the air over the plane. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? Now, these people have went through lengths to hide this type of information from not only from our people, but also from their people as well. This is why they have something called the Antarctic Treaty. The Antarctic Treaty is something that they all came up with, and it was all in agreement to keep the public away from Antarctica, because they don't want you to know that there's more land beyond the ice over there, right? So we're going to start off with some scriptures, right? This is Job chapter 26, verse 7, right? It says, he stretcheth out the north over the empty place, and hangeth the earth upon nothing, right? He bindeth up the waters in his thick clouds, and the cloud is not rent under them. He hold back the face of his throne, and spread his cloud upon it. Verse 10, he have compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night come to an end. So it said he compassed the waters with bounds, right? So the earth is not actually a globe where it's like a sphere, but it's more the outline of it, meaning the canvas, is it like a circle. So if you have a CD disc in your hand, a blank CD disc, and you put your finger through the hole of the CD disc, your finger represents the North Pole, and all the outside areas of the CD disc represent the South. This is how they come up with navigation. You can't come up with navigation or use a compass unless you have a flat surface. There's no way that you can use a compass on a basketball. All right. Now, this is Job 26 and 10. It said, he have compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night come to an end, right? Let's look up this word compass. The word compass is the word hog, right? It says hug, but we know there's no u or u sound in the Hebrew. It says to encircle and encompass, describe a circle, draw around, make a circle, right? To encircle or to encompass. Now, somebody will get slick and hear that, well, let's talk about the globe right there. Something about a circle is round. No, that's talking about the outline, the base. And I'm going to show you. All right, this is what it means right here. Okay, just give you a quick outline of what it means. As you can see, this is a circle here, but the surface of the circle is flat. Everything on this surface that's flat on this surface, but you do have a plane. Like I said, you learned about this in school: plains, plateaus, and mountains. All of the land started off with a plane. Now, you can configure and draw a mountain on a plane. You can draw a plateau on a plane. You can have hills on a plane. but the base of it is always going to be flat. All right. Now, let me get another scripture real quick. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22, right? It says, it is he, Yahawah, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, right? As what we was just looking at, what I just described here on this flat earth model thing. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, right? And watch what it says. And the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, right? Now, if the inhabitants are as grasshoppers, if this thing is curved in, there's no way that I will be able to see up under there. I would have to go under, to look up under it. And there's no way Yahawah is doing that. He has an aerial view of everything that's going on. Bird eye view. So he's looking down on everything like with grasshoppers, right? It said that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain. It didn't say ball it up or wrap it up as a ball. It said he stretches out the heavens as a curtain and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in, right? Let me bring this up again. This sounds more about what he's talking about than what that model that they have and they've been showing us for years in NASA. As a matter of fact, in 1927, they already had a model of how the Earth looked before they even so-called went out of space. So we already knew that this is a wicked imagination that was already being set up before they even came out with the theory for everybody to tell everybody, oh yeah, the Earth is a globe and all of this. They already had it. Let me find that real quick. I believe I got it on my post somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. So, the only thing that the enemy has is deception. They don't have anything else. They done deceived us with the idol. They done deceived us with the shape of this earth and with this NASA thing. And all this NASA thing is it's just a big money grab. It has nothing to do for anybody going in and out of space. I have plenty of posts on it right here. Even something simple as this. It doesn't take rocket science to see that they're faking rocket science. Nobody has left or cracked the firmament. I'm going to prove that too. Let me find this real quick. Oh, here it is. Okay. All praise to Yahawah. It says, how did Hollywood know what the Earth looked like before NASA, right? 1927 globe image before NASA and NASA's in 1972. So where did this come from? This is already in the wicked's imagination to come out with this before they even came out and told the public, like they do everything else, right? In the scripture I have here, Psalms chapter 10, verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. This is what Esau is about. Esau is about mischief and vanity. This is exactly what this is. This is why, let me get something. What's that? From. All right. Well, even when you go look up something as simple as the word firmament, right? Genesis chapter 1, right? It said, in Elohim said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters and let it divide the waters from the waters, right? All right. Firmament. Let's look up the word for firmament. The word firmament is the Hebrew word rakaya, right? And what does it mean? It means an extended surface, solid, expanse, firmament, right? Expanse, flat as base. Remember, I keep telling you the base of the earth is flat. Okay. Now, when the scriptures say earth, it's not actually talking about a globe. It's talking about the land. The land and the sea is the land and the sea is different. Meaning that the earth does not consist of the bodies of water. The earth only consists of the land. Okay. B, firmament, a vault of heaven supporting waters above, considered by Hebrews as a solid and supporting waters above. Right. All right. Go to some. Post my Facebook real quick. I got a post I just put up here, and it's definitely supports this. It's the brother Azariah doing his thing. Oh, and this is also something. I went to the Bible Museum, and they had a flat Earth map in the Bible Museum. In the Bible Museum, showing you. This is in Washington D.C. in Southwest D.C. You up in the city, get a chance, go check it out. Right in your face. Hey, all praise to Yahawah. Let me find this real quick. Bear with me, y'all.
Man cheats, he conquers a woman. Mm-hmm. But when
Brother Azariah's video. Y'all go check out the Brother Azariah.
I hope every black woman is kissing another
go check the brother out. That's a wicked woman right there. Just got judgment the other day. Let me find something. Where is this? I know I had just posted it on here the other day.
Fuck up. If you a grown ass man, still.
Where is this thing? Dang. Sorry, y'all. I'm taking so long to find this, but I hope I didn't pass it. Anyway, do I have it on my Instagram? Let me check this one. Right, because it said, I was keying in on something. It said about the vault of heaven. There it is. All praise Yahawah. Okay, this is Amos chapter 9, verse 6. I forgot which version this is. It's not the King James version. You're not going to find it there. But I forgot which version breaks it down like this. But I posted it in a comment board. Somebody needs it. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 6, right? It said, the one who builds his upper chambers in the heavens and has founded his vaulted dome over the earth. Man, they just put it right there. So that supports this. B, firmament, a vault of heaven supporting waters above, considered by Hebrews as a solid and supporting waters above. Okay, it said, he who calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out on the face of the earth. Yahawah is his name. All right. Let me go back. scripture right here. This is Psalm chapter 104, verse 1. It said, bless Yahawah, O my soul. O Yahawah, my Elohim, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain. Okay, so the heavens are stretched out, and it's stretched out, and the firmament is solid. There is no getting out of here. So for them to tell you that they went to the moon and landed on the moon was a lie. Nobody has ever landed on the moon. As a matter of fact, they put a movie out about it back in 1978, and it was called Capricorn 1. This movie has O.J. Simpson in it. And, this is the scene right here, right before they were getting on. They were supposed to pull off into outer space. They got pulled off of the aircraft, off the rocket, and they told them, they said, look, we need you to come with us. So the astronauts, they were all confused. They didn't know what was going on. So this dude right here basically laid it down on them. You know, he gonna tell them, you know, what the hell is really going on.
Here I'm going to open and walk into another area. If you follow me, you'll see a bit more. I'll answer some questions. We're going to... Why don't you just follow me? I don't know, it's a chance. Maybe all the telemetry coming from the command. You don't really think you're going to get away with this? Well, I don't know, it's a chance. Maybe it's not a very good one, but it's a chance. Who knows about it? Almost nobody. Houston is monitoring the actual flight. All the telemetry coming from the command module, story of voices and medical data. We've recorded everything from practice simulation. They don't know. All we need to do is the actual television transmissions for the flight and the Mars landing. That's all. Just the television transmission. That's all. Just the television transmission. We inserted a change in the onboard computer so the spacecraft will land 200 miles off target and return to Earth. It's flown to an island near that point. There you will transfer it to a helicopter. The helicopter will fly you to the space capsule and you'll be put inside. It'll take the recovery forces a minimum of an hour and a half to reach the splashdown site. By then you will be inside the capsule. When the prime recovery carrier arrives, they'll find you inside the capsule and take you out of the spacecraft. You thought of everything? I don't know, I hope so.
Now, this is the him schooling the astronaut, letting them know, like, you're not going into outer space. Why are they not going into outer space? And why is the rocket faking like it's going out of space and landing into the water? And they got to do all this and bring it back in a helicopter and make it look like they're picking them up out the aircraft. It's because there's a firmament in the sky and they cannot get past that firmament. And they all know this. But they done sold everybody a big dream and had everybody thinking like, oh yeah, we went to the moon. You ain't go no damn where. Esau, stop lying, man.
Of course you're sure we'll go along, right? No, I'm not. What if we say no? I don't know. Don't say no.
When does Alan Funt come running in and tell us we're all on candid camera?
Jesus, you think I like this? You think I really believe I'm standing here in this craziness telling you about patching and tape recordings and telemetry and an island 200 miles from the target zone? I don't know what the hell I'm doing either. I just care so goddamn much. I think it's worth it. I'm not even sure of that. I just think it.
I think I'm gonna throw up. Well, that'll solve everything. What's this all gonna solve? It'll keep something alive that shouldn't die. Before you all begin to moralize, you take a look around. You look at what we've done and how much more we can do.
Nobody gives a crap about anything anymore. People close their garages, triple lock their doors, hide under the beds. They're even afraid to turn on their television sets for fear of what they might find out in the evening news. There's nothing more to believe in. But you want to blow this whole thing wide open? God knows what it...
Now you heard him. There's nothing more to believe in. They wanted to do everything that they could to try to hide Yahawah. So they want to give people false hope and give them something to believe in. And this is like this NASA thing is just as big as the idol, because everybody believed this. You didn't even have to be religious, and people would defend this theory that they learned in school because they believe that it's right. They believe that they're getting educated. When the word education comes from the Latin word educare, which means to draw from within. When these people are getting indoctrinated.
What it might do to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm so goddamn sorry. I just don't know what else to do. I'm hanging on by my fingernails, just like everybody else. Go on. You want to be the ones who give everyone another reason to give up? Go on.
This is really wonderful. But we go along with you and lie our asses off in the world of truth and ideals as protected. But we don't want to take part in some giant rip-off of yours, and somehow or other we're managing to ruin the country. You're pretty good, Jim. I'll give you that.
Now see, they had to run the sight game on them to let them know that they're doing this for the greater good. Just to give people something to believe in. We can't just upset them with the truth. We have to keep telling them a lie. This is madness, yo. So this country right here has a lot to pay for. They done lied. This whole country was set up on a lie and deception. Okay? But see, now Yahawah is bringing down their lies and deception. Let me see something. Obadiah real quick. This is Obadiah chapter 1. Start at verse 2, right? It says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, and you are greatly despised," right? The pride, right? The pride of thy heart. Who's more prouder than the people in America that actually celebrate Pride Month? Who did that? That's Esau doing that. For all you people saying that Esau is not the white man, what this mean? Who is more proud than Esau? All right? It said that thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, who saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, right? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars. This is that GMS One West doctrine. When they say, when they set their nest among the stars, they went into outer space, That's not what that's talking about. It's talking about them setting their nest in our land, saying that they were us. And to prove that, let's get the word stars. The word star, right? It's a star, but also it means of Messiah, brothers, youth, numerous progeny, personification, Yahawah's omniscience, right? Let's talk about his people, okay? Let me go back. All right. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and you set your nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahawah. So it said, if these came to thee and robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen until they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So something like this is something that Esau is hidden. This is the things of Esau that need to be searched out, because this is how they keep their secrets. As a matter of fact, that whole concept of them keeping the shape of the earth or the outline of the earth a secret, it's all of that Masonic stuff. That's why they call it Freemasonry. Now I have another video here, right? This is a scientist telling you in 1965, right? So you always, you got Esau that's with the program, and then Yahweh always send that other one in there that's gonna go against them, and he's their people, but he gonna always send somebody in there to go against them, just like how they do us. We have people that try to do good, but then it's always somebody, that one person that Esau is sending there to come against us. Same thing. Watch this though.
Theory about the moon, and we expect to be able to get observable facts about the moon fairly soon. What is your theory?
Well, it is by now rather more than a theory. 10 or 11 years ago, I stated...
So he's telling you this is rather more than just a theory. He basically telling you this is a fact. All that theory stuff is what they come up with to keep you confused.
To various scientists that the moon is not a piece of rock, but it is a plasma phenomenon, a cosmic plasma, and that this fact will eventually be confirmed. I made certain predictions which were already confirmed in 1958, and the situation now is coming close to a complete confirmation.
What will be the result if you're proved to be correct in your theories?
The result will be profound and decisive, because it will give proof that a complete reinvestigation of the laws of nature is necessary. Because if the moon is a plasma, no man will ever land on it. The soft landing attempts will all fail. That means that the mass of the moon is far less than is currently assumed. It's in a different state of energy, and it has far less mass. That means there is no more explanation for the tides. If the moon, for example, had only 1,000th part of its current mass, then the tides would only be 2 inches high under conventional theories, instead of sometimes 14 feet. And that means that if it is proved that the moon is a plasma, then all gravitational theories are out, and a new concept of the cosmos and of its laws has to be evolved.
Aren't you being a bit...
Hey, this man ain't playing right here. So this is, before they went out of so-called outer space, and he already told them, like, look, I don't know where y'all think y'all going, because that's a plasma up there. You can't land on plasma or light. You can't. How you gonna land on that? That's like saying, yo, we can land on the cool side of the sun. That don't make no damn sense.
A bit adventurous though, because we're going to be able to test out your theories on the moon fairly soon.
Well, not anymore. 11 years ago, of course, it was rather taking a risk. I was considered a lunatic, of course. But by now, the evidence, accumulated evidence, is already so much in my favor that I'm not taking any risks anymore. On the contrary, there is scientific views expressed all over the world now that the moon seems to be of a quite different nature from what was assumed.
But the Americans and Russians are thinking of landing men on it.
Well, that will never happen. Not on the moon. On Mars, on Venus, on other planets, yes, but the moon is definitely, as I assert, a plasma.
Now, even that, Venus, Mars, there are no planets out there. First of all, the root word in planet is plane, and that's a flat surface. So even with that right there, they were telling on themselves. And really, this is Yahawah putting them in slippery slopes, because he's the one that created everything. He's the one that created the evil, and he's the one that created the good. So we can come up and search these people out. This is why the scriptures ask in Obadiah, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sorted up? You know how it's sorted up? By Yahawah raising up the righteous, and us coming up and putting the eye on these devils, man. So this is what we doing now. So let me finish this one off.
No, you're twisting my words.
Don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell the program short.
Don't oversell it. I'm not so sure that canceling a flight or cutting off appropriations means America folds up.
It's not as simple as that, and you know it.
I don't know it. It's the only way to keep something...
Now, see, like, they had a choice, They could have just said, all right, well, we live on a plane, and it just gave up the truth to everybody. But they wanted to keep the deception going. These people are wicked. This is why the scriptures say in Job, what's that, Job 9:24? Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If it's not the white man, where and who is it? Because you niggas kill, oh, it ain't the white man Esau. Hey, Esau can't, we twins. We twin. You stupid. It's a such thing as fraternal twins. You know that, right? Y'all people are crazy, man. Unbelievable. We shouldn't even be arguing about this. Buzz Aldrin. This supposed to be the first man that landed on the damn moon. He came out and said that they never fucking went.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question.
He was shot.
That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there. And
See, this is supposed to be the first man that landed on the moon. He said, I think I know, because we didn't go. So, you know what I believe? I believe that he was that dude on the movie who they went to, that he was the head astronaut. I believe that he was this guy right here. But they didn't call him Buzz Aldrin back then. And I believe that they threatened him back then. But, you know, he had relatives and they were all younger. But now that he's old, he drunk as hell about to die. He don't care. He's telling everything.
And that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going. Money is a good thing. If you want to buy new things, new rockets, instead of keep doing the same thing over, then it's going to cost more money. And other things need more money too. So having achieved what the president wanted us.
So this young, inquisitive 8-year-old little child here, she want to know why in the hell that ain't nobody went back on the moon yet. And we got so-called better technology than what they did back in the 70s. So why ain't nobody been back to the moon? But they come out and say, where's this thing at? Unbelievable. But India just landed on the moon 3 weeks ago. They landed on the moon's South Pole. This is unbelievable. The measures and the things they do to deceive the people. Look at these Elamites. Look at Elon. They all like, man, get out of here, man. This is madness, man. Difficult, motherfucker.
Our moon mission is also
oh wow, the doctor that delivered my daughter's name was Modi. Ew. Wicked little Elamites.
Human-centric approach. Therefore, this success belongs to all of humanity.
Yeah, whatever, man. This is all madness. How you gonna land on a light fixture? Unbelievable. Y'all go through extreme measures to keep this truth away from people. But you know, YAHAWAH is revealing it. You know, definitely. All right, let me read this right here. This is Job chapter 37, okay? Let me go to 38, it's locked. Job chapter 38, verse 3, right? It says, brace yourself like a man because I have some questions for you and you must answer them, right? This is YAHAWAH getting rhetorical, right? He said, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you know so much, right? Who determined its dimensions and stretched out the surveying line, right? There we go with a line again. He didn't say who curved it. He said stretched out and made it the surveying line, all right? What supports its foundation and who laid its cornerstone? As the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted for joy, who kept the sea inside its boundaries as it burst from the womb, right? So keeping the sea inside of its boundaries, right? The sea is like a tub, and the boundaries around it, or the sea is like it's like water in the tub, and the boundaries around it, which it can either be the earth or the ice. The earth is which means the land, or the ice wall can be like the tub for the water. You understand? But you don't know how deep that water goes. You don't know how far out this plane is stretched, because even beyond the walls of Antarctica, the ice walls of Antarctica, there's more land beyond that. So nobody knows how far that this thing stretches out. As a matter of fact, let me get something. Jeremiah 31 real quick. Because this is what this whole thing is about. They want to make it look like, oh yeah, we got it figured out. And yes, no. Because they want Yahawah to get rid of us. All right, Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 35, right? It is Yahawah who provides the sun to light the day and the moon and stars to light the night, right? So the moon is a light fixture. It's not a rock that you can go land on. Like if I'm in a room, right? I have a room here. I have a light in the sky or on the ceiling. Does that mean that the room is shaped like the light on the ceiling? No, it doesn't. That just means I have a light fixture in the sky. That doesn't mean that the earth is, because the moon is a circle and the sun is a circle, that the earth is like a globe or a circle shaped like that. No, it is, but it's flat though. All right. It says, and who stirs the sea into roaring waves. His name is Yahawah of heaven's armies. And this is what he says. I am as likely to reject my people, Yasharal, as I am to abolish the laws of nature. This is what Yahawah says, right? Just as the heavens cannot be measured, right? So he said that the heavens cannot be measured. Do you know that these people that say that they have a measurement of the earth? Unbelievable. And the foundations of the earth cannot be explored. So even though that they think that they can get down there, you know, and see the actual depths of the earth, they don't know. They never been into the core and got all the way down into the bottom of the earth. Nobody's ever done that, right? It says, so will I not consider casting them away for the evil they have done. I, Yahawah, have spoken. So even though we did evil and we're over here under the sight of our oppressors, Yahawah's going to deliver us. And that's what these people are mad at. That's why they put an idol in the way of us getting to our Creator. But I'll get them that to another topic. Let me go back to Job. Job 37. All right, this is Job 38:9. He said, and as I clothed it with clouds and wrapped it in thick darkness, for I locked it behind barred gates, limiting its shores. I said, this far and no further you will come. Here, your proud waves must stop. Have you ever commanded the morning to appear and caused the dawn to rise in the east? Have you made daylight spread to the ends of the earth and bring an end to night's wickedness? As light approaches, the earth takes shape like clay pressed beneath the seal, right? And it is robed in brilliant colors. Let me go back to this real quick. Right. So this part over here is dark, and this part right here over here is lit up. So this is where they get the concept of time from a clock. Now, if I fast forward this, right, and it has to be like an eclipse coming up sometime soon, because I can see this right here where the sun and the moon is meeting. Let me fast forward this. Now, let me stop this for a second. Now, as you can see where the moon and the sun is, right? It's on this red line. This red line right here represents I believe the equator. Okay? Yeah, this red line right here represents the equator. So during the fall and the spring, this is where the sun sits. So if the sun is going around this loop in the spring, this is why these areas up here get a little cooler. But in the summer, the sun goes around this loop, and this is why we get hotter up here. In our summer, these southern regions down here gets colder. Yes, in Africa, southern Africa, they're having a winter when we're having a summer. Why is that? Because the sun has moved up closer towards us in the different seasons. I'm gonna speed this up so you can see. That's going a little slow. See if I can speed this up. Alright. Now you see how the sun keep moving back? I'm hitting the month thing right here, right? Let me go back to the normal, okay? Alright. I'm going to speed it up, right? And I'm just going to go to the next month. Let me stop it first. Let's just go to the next month. Now, the sun, you're going to see the sun keep moving back until it gets on this line right here. The next month. The next month. The next month. And the next month. Now, it's going to stay there all of our winter. This is why up here in this northern region over here, it gets colder because the sun is going around in this loop, in this continuous loop for our winter. Watch this. The next month. Now, for the spring, it's going to start coming back up. You see how it's coming back up for the spring? And then in the summer, it'll completely be on this yellow line right here, which is why we get warmer in the summer. So it's just a little breakdown of how the seasons go. All right, and this is just common sense. It's not all that theory and that scientific nonsense, that jargon that they're trying to teach you in those schools. It's all BS. All right. The light disturbs the wicked and stops the arm that is raised in violence. Have you explored the springs from which the seas have come? Have you explored the depths? Do you know where the gates of death are located? Have you seen the gates of utter gloom? Do you realize the extent of the earth? Tell me about it if you know. This is YAHAWAH speaking, man. Nobody can figure this thing out. But he's giving you an idea, of what's going on. But you don't think of the earth like this. You just walk outside, especially us over here in this concrete jungle. All we see is concrete and buildings and stuff. We don't even get a chance to, explore nature and stuff like that, unless we go on a vacation. But then you got to leave and come right back, to the concrete jungle. Let me show you something real quick. This is NASA claiming that they have the measurements of the earth, right? And we just read in Jeremiah where YAHAWAH said if they can figure this out, then the children of Israel will cease from being a nation before him. And that's why they're trying to, have all these anthropologists and they're doing all this excavation and exploring all these different regions because they want YAHAWAH to have us cease from being a nation, right? It said using those measurements of the equatorial circumference, the Earth is about 24,000 miles, right? However, from pole to pole, the meridional circumference, Earth is only about 24,000 miles. Now, what they're talking about is this right here. And the Earth is just the land. This is why they're trying to confuse people and have people think that the Earth is an actual globe, the water, the land, and the heavens. No, the Earth is just the land. Now, let me show something else. All right, this is it says Hebrew depiction of Earth, right? The ancient Israelites envisaged the universe as a flat dish-shaped Earth floating on water, heaven above and underworld below. Okay, that's it. All this going back and forth. Oh yeah, well I heard in science, and they tell you in science class the people are lying to you, man. It's all a lie. All right. Okay, this is Psalms chapter 104, verse 2. It said, who covereth thyself with light as a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, who laid the beams of his chamber in the waters, who maketh the clouds of his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, right? Who maketh his angels, his spirits, his ministers a flame of fire, who laid the foundations of the earth that it should not be removed forever, okay? So when it said the foundation, that means we're stationary. We're not moving. The sun and the moon is moving, but the land is staying still. These people just fooled us with all this BS and all this jargon, and we took it though. We ran for it. We all fell for it. But the thing is, we got to admit that we fell for it, and a lot of our people can't admit that they actually fell for a trick. Okay. When we expose the globe Earth lie, modern science falls apart, which causes the theory of gravity to fall apart, which causes the Big Bang theory to fall apart, which causes evolution to fall apart. And when we finally realize that we have been lied to about everything, we can then begin to discover who we truly are and why we are really here. That's the whole point of them keeping everything back away from us, right? Isaiah 48:13, my hand also laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand spanned the heavens. When I call unto them, they stand up together. Now let's get that. Let's get some more insight on that. Isaiah 48:13. All right, he said, my hand also laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand spanned the heavens. Let's look at the word span. More proof. Tapa, right? What does it mean? To extend, to spread, trip, take quick little step. Okay, to spread out. Okay, that's what it means. So the heavens are spread out, not curved up, not wrapped up, but spread out. Now, let me get you something else real quick. I believe I had another post on here about this Freemasonic symbol and how it ties in to this flat earth thing. Let me find this. And them keeping everything a secret. Because you know Esau, how he moves his powers through his secrets and through his lies. Let me see if I can find it on here. I might have to go to my Facebook. Yeah. Bear with me, y'all. Give me 2 seconds to find this. Hold on. Absolute badness. Let me see. Where's the other post at?
See, they got to go.
Give me 2 seconds, y'all.
They don't look.
There it is. There it is. Okay. All right. Now you see, this is the Freemason symbol, and this is basically how they get the navigation of the earth by using a compass, which can only be used on a flat surface. They're letting you know right here through their witchcraft. All right, this is how they hold power over people through deception. Go back to Psalms 104. Oh, and before I go anywhere, this right here, the United Nations logo is the flat earth. It's the same map that you just seen me show you. So they like to play games with people and throw things right in your face, and then when you say it, you know, that's just the UN logo. That's not, ain't have anything to do with flat earth. Man, what are you talking about, man? This stuff is unbelievable, man. So, you know, always be on the eye for what the enemy's doing, man. I just wanted to bring this out, and I'm definitely gonna bring this out some more and bring it out in other teachings. It might not just be focused on the flat earth, but it's definitely gonna be in there. But you know, I just wanted to come and go over some scriptures with the people, and just bring some more things to your attention, man. That, you know, that Yahawah showed me, and I share it with y'all for free, not for no. I don't need no cash app donations or none of that. This is all out of love for Yahawah and for the people. So you know, hopefully your eyes was open up to some things, man. Hopefully you can go do some more research in yourself and come up with some things that I haven't found out. That's what we all here for. We all here to work in this community together and bring forth this information together. You know what I mean? It's no one person over the next person. We all here doing this thing for Yahawah equally, man. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. All praise to Yahawah, Yahawah Akkad. All glory to Yahawah for his wisdom, knowledge, and his understanding of his word, man. Shalom.